again, guys and gals, and everyone else, and welcome with us to yet another mountainous island. This time the one that took our travel virginity and stole our hearts from the very moment we first landed there 11 years ago. Since then we have visited Tenerife for quite a few times, enjoyed breathtaking sceneries and hiked numerous kilometers on crazy landscapes. Some adventures also shown in a couple of earlier videos in the channel, and yet there is still so much that keeps us coming back for more. As this trip came after quite turbulent period of everyday work life for both of us, we placed a bit more effort on leisurely vacation and doing more lazy touristy stuff this time. But we did some adventuring and also some filming. So what you're about to get is a nice B-rollish montage of the highlights and stops from a couple of road trips we took, names of places included, and then more thorough reports from 2 hikes we did, one quite physical and the other just awesome. So without further ado, make yourselves comfortable, perhaps grab a good drink and join us in spirit. concludes our road trip montage, but we certainly weren't done with driving, because for our longer hike we had to climb from Puerto de la Cruz at the coastline through the pine forest belt uphill to quite otherworldly landscapes of Teide National Park at the heart of the island. Today's goal was to summit Alto de Guajara. The mountain rises 2,714 meters above sea level. The elevation gain from our planned starting point was 592 meters, and the overall distance of the hike was supposed to be about 11 kilometers. But since absolutely everybody and their mother was visiting Teide National Park that day, the parking lots at the area were cramped full, and we had to drive further down the road until we found a suitable and vacant pocket to park, adding about 4 kilometers of distance and 110 vertical meters to our final score. I must say, getting out of the car and taking the first serious look at the mountain, I somewhat questioned my life choices, but we hadn't driven all that way to give up at the very beginning, so on we went. Views from the mountaintop certainly were worth the hike, but as the sun in the sky wasn't standing still, we couldn't stay too long, and soon had to proceed to also rather spectacular descent. say our timing on the mountain was rather spot on, as we made it down to even ground right by the sunset and back to our car already in pitch black darkness. Between hikings, we had a day for relaxation. First half of it, we wandered about on the colorful streets of University City San Cristobal de la Laguna that was once a capital of Tenerife and is now among the UNESCO World Heritage Sites with its lovely and well-preserved historic town center. After the sunny city walking, we drove down to cloudy northern shores to visit Mesa del Mar, a nice swimming spot we had already enjoyed visiting quite a few times on our previous trips to Tenerife. Today though, it became clear from the first glances that swimming was off the table. But we didn't mind too much, as it was still nice to be there, soak in the feeling and witness the temper of the ocean. Lisa even made a cool new friend, a local fellow enjoying the beach as much as we did. And I managed to get a bit too close to the elements even without going for a swim. For our final hike of this trip, we drove northeast through some charming towns and villages up into lush and rugged Anaga Rural Park. More precisely, to the beautiful little village of Taborno, tucked away in a rather secluded part of the island. Our target for the day was about 4.5-kilometer hiking trail, circling around the nearby rock formation known as Roque de Taborno. This image of the mountain is actually a Creative Commons photo I raccooned from the internet just for you to get the picture, because to the clouds hanging low that day, this was about the clearest we ourselves managed to see the damn thing. The clouds certainly didn't ruin the hike though. If anything, I think they made the surroundings even more magical. But I'll let you judge on it by yourselves. Having reached the furthest point of the hike, it was time for a quick lunch of sandwiches and chocolate bars. Heading back towards the village, Lisa preferred to stick to the trail we came here on, while I wanted to explore a slightly sketchier path circling the mountain, so we set our phones to share our locations and split up for a while. As much as I enjoyed my little detour, it was also a bit creepy, and I have to admit I was glad when it finally brought me back to the initial track and to Lisa. And with that, the hike and our trip had come to an end. But as it is with Tenerife and us, we never say adios, but always hasta la vista.